It's an everyday thing, it's an everyday thing, it's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
In the criminal justice system, sexually-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
Now, imagine scrolling down Facebook, you see a random post about stylists working on their off days and having VIP fees for those off days. You comment for engagement because you love good braider tea, and you find out that the post is about you after you've already shared it because it's a really good engagement post. And I post, my content is about open dialogue in the braid community, and I usually pair it with a little bit of funny sarcasm and trending sounds. I've always done that. That's adds to one of the ways that I went viral. But yeah, y'all want a story time of how this lady had a problem with me, didn't tell me she had a problem with me, still booked an appointment with me, never had a conversation with me. I had no clue of none of this until I randomly seen a post and commented, and everything unfolded from there. Let me know if y'all want a story time, baby, because this one is a wild one. Stylist, pray over your hands, pray over your chair, pray over your business, because baby, it's getting wild out here. And now I really, really, really understand why we as OGs be so like, nah, no new clients. And then this is another prime example of why y'all be like, y'all be picking and choosing on who hair y'all want to do, because baby, transfer of energy is real and divine protection is also real. Let's get into it. All right, so here go part 2. After reading the original post, again, me not knowing anything going on, y'all, I respond to the post, and I'm going to read what I reply back. I'm one of the stylists. I no longer work on those days for personal reasons. And just like any other professional, stylists deserve days off too. For many of us, Fridays and Saturdays are our personal days, our weekend. The same as everyone else, we have family and we want to enjoy them. Most of us only take off on those days because we've been through the phase of working from sun up to sundown, day after day, canceling plans and missing out on special moments because we forgot to prioritize our personal life schedule. If you want to book during that time, it's like asking someone to come in on their day off, and just like any other job, working outside of your regular hours come with time and a half pay. You're not just paying for the service, you're paying for access to a day I normally wouldn't be working. It's not personal, it's professional. Now, this is where the story gets crazy. This is where things take a turn. She then replies, "You are the stylist that made me ask this question. Thank you for the insight. I want to stop being so negative about stylist schedules and gain an understanding because I surely didn't see things how y'all do before this post, in all honesty." Excuse me? Because no way you would be making a post after you booked. And I want to say, I'm going to have to go back and look 2 weeks ago. And let me just give y'all a little backstory about her booking. When this young lady booked, which is on my booking site, that I work Sunday through Thursday. And it states my off days, and it states that it's a fee. Now, once you click your appointment and you go to actually, check out, it states if you want to book on those days, you must get pre-approval, because I just don't work on those days, even if you're throwing me money. I want to be with I have a 1-year-old, I have a 4-year-old, I have 13-year-old twins. I have, a 17-year-old, a 22-year-old. I have other things going on in my life, and I don't have to explain why I choose to take the best days to do stuff when my kids can actually do stuff, because, baby, I told you what it was before you booked me. Now, not only do you have, before it gives you the warning sign before you book, it says, did you get approval to book a VIP appointment? You have to click yes or no. Now, you can move forward and send the booking, fee. So, boom. She already had seen all the warning signs. All the information was in the booking site. This was no bait and switch type. It wasn't. So, she moves forward and booked. Boom. I get a notification on my phone that somebody has went in and booked. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. But then I pay attention. I'm like, oh, no, ma'am, I don't even work on that day. So I immediately reached out to her because that's what I do. I send it to the clients, and I let them know, hey, you booked the VIP, you didn't add the fee. Because maybe, you weren't reading, maybe you didn't pay no attention. So she basically winds up sending me a message like, no, I don't want to pay an extra fee just to get my hair done on this day. And I'm like, well, baby, if you want it done that day, that's exactly what you're gonna have to pay. So she's like, will I lose my booking fee? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, nah, I don't even do that to people. Like, let's just move you on a day that's not VIP. Too easy. I moved the young lady. All is well. So it was crazy as hell when I randomly seen this post on Facebook talking about, 2 weeks later almost, y'all, because you could have said something right then and there, or you could have asked for clarification right then and there. Even though I don't owe you an explanation, like, I don't mind conversing with my clients. That's how you build relation. So it was to my surprise when I seen the post, I respond not knowing this was actually somebody, mind you, she still booked me. This is somebody who felt some type of way about my policy, but you still went ahead and booked. Then when I give a random response, which is very respectful, you didn't tell me basically like, oh, well, I had negative feelings towards you and other hairstylists who charge VIPs before this post. So y'all, to me, that was like the red flags was going off because you had negative feelings. And why would you feel the need to write an indirect post about me without contacting me the day before your appointment? Or it was either a day or two before your appointment. Like, baby, that's weird. So, y'all, this is what I wound up responding. Because, mind you, this is on Facebook in one of them big groups in my city. So, I was like, thank you so much for your message. I truly appreciate your openness and willingness to see things from a stylist perspective. That kind of growth and accountability is rare, and it doesn't go unnoticed. I'm very intentional about the energy I allow into my space, and I work hard to create a peaceful, respectful experience for every client. That's exactly why certain policies are in place, not to offend, but to protect the environment. To be transparent, I would have been more open to a direct conversation rather than seeing it unfold in a public post. I was genuinely surprised when I saw this post was about me, especially since I don't recall us having a conversation. Communication is key, and I truly value clients who choose clarity over confusion. I would have welcomed the opportunity to talk through any concerns one-on-one. Wishing you nothing but the best on your hair journey, finding the right braider. So just to clear this up, why is the date available if you don't work that day? So every day on my website is basically open. But like every professional, even in bold red letters, it says you must read this booking site prior to booking. Before you check out, it states, did you read this booking site prior to booking? Before you actually put in any money, it states again, Fridays and Saturdays are my off days. If you would like me to come in and open up my salon on those days, it has to be pre-approved. Did you get pre-approval? Please stop. Do not book an appointment until you get approval. But you can still book. Now, once the client does that, typically I don't have many clients that do it. Usually it's only new customers who feel like, oh, I don't have to read. And y'all, I only have 6 policies. That's it.
So she says hours Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Closed days, VIP days, extra fee if approved. Friday through Saturday. Well, that's what she got. I mean, it's clear as day. Other than that.
So I definitely could understand if there was confusion if it wasn't listed on my website 3 times. If it wasn't in the policy, if you didn't have to click a box, and it wasn't right before you actually pay money. All of those things are very clear. Okay, so boom. If you don't watch the other parts of the story, baby, you're going to have to go back and watch. If you don't know and you just want a quick sums up, baby, I randomly found a post about me on the internet. I just thought it was a random, like, why do people do XYZ? I comment only for the lady to be like, oh, well, while you're here, I'm talking about you. So boom, we go back and forth. No disrespectful exchanges because I believe in healthy conversations. So after basically telling this woman, like, we could have had a conversation. If you felt some type of way and yet you still went to book me, you could have had a conversation with me. Y'all, this is her reply. These type of things should not be talked about in secret, and I don't consider myself any less of a person for asking the hard questions out loud publicly. You want to talk in private, but I felt as if this conversation needed to be handled publicly so I can get several perspectives and not only yours, because this is a common thing nowadays. You are not the only one charging VIP prices, just my first encounter with a VIP price. So I have no problem with it. And what my response to that was, thank you for explaining your perspective. And I'm not saying that you're wrong, because baby, you're not. You're entitled to feel however the hell you want to feel. I have no issues with people asking questions or seeking multiple opinions, and conversation is healthy and needed. But tone, intention, delivery matters, especially when your post directly references me without prior conversation with me regarding your concerns. I would have never known you had any negative feelings towards me or other stylists. I honestly thought I was commenting on a random post that I could shine some light on. That's where the disconnect happened. It's never about a hidden conversation. It's about the approach and approaching it in a way that is rooted with respect, not assumption. I stand behind my policies and my peace. And while I wish you well, like for the next part. Because baby, no way. No way. No way we are really sitting here. And here's my thing. You felt the need to discuss this publicly for what, though? Because you said you wanted help understanding my policy. Not a policy that I gave you after the fact that you booked. Not a policy, baby. It was very much in bold letters prior to. So to me, it doesn't really come off like you wanted to get more opinions. It was like, you seen, to me, y'all, it's such a war, and I could be overthinking this situation, but when you have over 1 million supporters, you strive and you thrive off of positivity. It's somebody, and y'all already know, it's so many people can't wait to go to these hairstylists to do think pieces, or y'all, it's already people that already say like, I'm too big for the program, da 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 da. And I don't get into squabbles, because why? I run a very clear, respectful business. I respect my clients respect me. And honestly, that's why I didn't accept new clients for a very long time, because I don't have to deal with this type of behavior. My clients, I market directly to my target audience. My target audience, even the people like who understand like, okay, yeah, she's a viral live braider. Not everybody go on my show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have lawyers, I have doctors, I have literally people in high respected jobs. They can't even be on social media. And guess what? I love that. I respect that. They was with me when I ain't had no social media. So you think I'm gonna force them? No. And hell, I don't force these people. My people love what I do. You feel me? And I just find it funny how some people literally will go to you just to find an issue in how you run your business, when you just didn't have to do business with me at all. Why? All right, so boom. At this point, y'all, she done did the holy grail. Because y'all see, every time I replied with a be blessed love, or, you know, I hope you find the right person type joint. So she goes, well, I'm glad you're here because I booked an appointment. I see you, or I see you something like, basically on the lines like, I see you at the appointment, with a laughing emoji. What appointment? Oh, baby, ain't no appointment with me. Because, baby, I don't even play like that. I don't even play like that. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I literally couldn't type fast enough to get this over to this young lady, because, So I literally said, I saw your comment and I want to kindly clarify, we won't be moving forward with an appointment. Well, I do appreciate your message earlier. I have to protect my peace. The environment I create for my clients, the energy around the interaction gave me red flags, and I trust my gut.
It's okay.
When it comes...
Take my boo-boo.
Hello, boo-boo?
Yeah.
Who took her little boo-boo?
Them two twins.
Okay, hold on.
No, the teacher said, she got,
Okay, so my bad, y'all. So, boom. I replied straight like this. I saw your comment, and I want to kindly clarify that we won't be moving forward with the appointment. While I do appreciate your message earlier, I have to protect my peace and the environment I create for my clients. The energy around the interaction gave me red flags, and I trust my gut when it comes to who I allow in my chair. I wouldn't feel comfortable with somebody who's already expressed they had negative feelings towards me prior to this post, sitting in my chair for hours, especially without me knowing or wondering why the energy is out. I pray you find a great hairstylist who aligns with your energy. Please send me your name. I will send you a refund, my love. I personally don't like situations like this, especially with it playing out like this. Wow. I do have some amazing referrals that I can give you. Thank you so much for considering me for your next service. Because, baby, I've been doing hair for way too long. I love my reputation. I have such a credible name. I've been doing this for a very long time. I don't have bad reviews. You know what I'm saying? Not that I haven't had a bad experience, but I stand on business. If I make a mistake, it don't have to reach the internet. Why? Because I'ma fix it. My people ain't never had to go home and realize like something messed up. Why? Because we talking about it right now. We gonna come up with a solution right now. Even if it's I gotta redo your hair, I'm gonna take some money out, whatever the case may be, baby. I'm always holding myself accountable, which sets the bar high for my, you know what I'm saying, for my salon. But I just feel like, how dare you still think that I am gonna want to do your hair after you pull something like this publicly? Like, that is such a weird transaction for me. And y'all, honestly, I felt some type of way because at the end of the day, this was unprovoked. And if you really felt some type of way, why did you book me? You know what I'm saying? Why did you book me? You were never paying an extra fee. You asked me, were you originally gonna lose your money? No, not at all. You know what I'm saying? Or you could have just been like, when I contacted you and told you booked incorrectly, you know what I'm saying, and I gave you the option to book, you could have been like, hey, that doesn't work for me. Would I be able to get my money back? And honestly, y'all, I ain't even really in the business of keeping nobody that don't want to be kept. And honestly, if we catch it right then and there, I'm not one of those stylists that's just going to be like, no, you can't get your money back. I would have gave it back to you. I would have gave it back to you because, hey, maybe that's the only day that you can get your hair done. But to wait until almost all that time had passed, now it's time before your appointment to actually sit in my chair. You make this weird post and I randomly find it. Like, y'all talk about bring back the good hairstylists, but baby, bring back just respecting good hairstylists. Because here's the thing, a lot of us OGs that have been in the game for many moons, baby, we have put up with so much that guess what? Yes, we have adopted some of these new school, you know what I'm saying, policies and how they're structuring the business. Because a business without policies and out structure is a hobby. A lot of people do not have respect for stylists. They feel entitled. Y'all think that we just supposed to be sitting around waiting for y'all. And then here's another thing. We'll do it in another part. Because, baby, I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say because, baby, air stylists ain't bad. And I need y'all to go to war when y'all feel like somebody about to tear us down. The same way when someone ain't did nothing. Yeah.
What to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to everybody who pull up to the lives, man. We keep it lit, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. We got another hair braider, but this time she's being talked about online and she's responding. We don't get a lot of these responses. We usually get the client's point of view, and the client is usually tearing a new hole in the hair braider, and the hair braider shuts up and goes about her business. Well, I believe the hair braider. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if it's on your website and I put it out there, it's not my fault you don't read the website. This is what I say when you booking with new people. When you booking with new stylists, you got to understand who they are. And if you've never used them before and they tell you, now you know. So next time you won't book like that, or you just pay the extra fee. But in case of that, if you got something special to do, don't book a new stylist, boo. Okay? And who the hell took the baby Labubu? We about to ride and dine for somebody's Labubu. Like, she jumped in the car and mom was like, you took what? Hold on, we about to... Kid was like, hold on now. Mama, she might not flash out on her customers, but she was definitely about to flash out over her kids. You could talk about her hair braiding all you want to. She gonna give you a nice Christian response. But you mess with her kids, she about to open up a whole can of whoop ass. Okay? Shout out to you, mama. Well, I was like, who we fighting? The twins? Both of them and they mama? Okay, let's get it. Let's not play. Anyway. So, but yeah, and then being put on blast on Facebook, and it's crazy that the way she responded, and then still thought that she was going to get her hair finished. Why would you book somebody, not understand their policies, and speak about it 2 weeks later before Like, go to the lady, be like, I'm not aware. Because she said she sent her a message about the fee. And that's what made the post happen. I don't know if she made the post. I don't know if she responded before, weeks before, or she responded weeks after. Did she pay the fee or not? Like, if you didn't pay the fee, you still have the booking. Why are you complaining? You know I'm not going to show up if you're not paying that fee. And then, cause if the hair braider mentioned the fee the day before the appointment, then I could understand where the post came from. But I don't think she clarified that in the video. But she said when she saw the booking, she said, "Oh no, I don't work on this day. It's an extra fee. I see you didn't put the extra fee, so that's it." So I'm gonna take it as if the hair braider notified her prior to the hair braiding. Okay. So, or prior after, right after booking, not prior to the hair braiding, right after booking. And again, shout out to the mechanics out there that always drive raggedy cars. But you know, if you book with somebody, it doesn't matter what it is. You just read over the fine print, especially online bookings. It's a common practice nowadays. Man, and then I'm not even going to get my hair braided or going to eat some food from somebody I'm having an online dispute about. If they knew I was talking about them or mentioning them or in context online, I'm not coming to you. That ship has sailed. But anyway, y'all play with y'all's life if y'all want to, but not me. Not me, buddy. Okay. So she should have just hung it up. You knew it. You knew that was wrong. And you got the answer. You got the answer. You still wanted your hair braided. I think you could have had that conversation. And I think she should have reached back out to him like, you know what? I didn't mean to come off like this, and if you still don't want my you still don't want to braid my hair, or you still don't want to service me, I understand. That's a learning lesson for you, okay? Because everybody not playing. She don't know you. Now, had she knew you, there might be a whole different conversation. Because girl, you know my number. What are you talking about? But see, she don't. So shout out to all the hair braiders. Like my best friend's little sister's been hair braiders forever, and I used to use them. They used to have me whipped as a kid. Like, man, shoot, them $10 hair braiding, boy, every week coming with something fresh and fly every week. That's when braids was $10. Now you hoes is $180. Everyday people, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you later. Peace.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.